Hi everyone, today we are going to see how you can add bulk data to your Supabase database. I have faced this issue myself when I was working with the Indian Sensex API. So I had to add the Indian Sensex data to my database and it was a quite big sheet. Also it was a .xls file. So I ran into some issues while uploading it. In this video, I'm going to share a couple of methods with you to help you add bulk data into your Supabase database. Let's start with psql. First, I will show you how you can add data using psql and when you might actually need it. So, if you have huge data sheet, then this method is perfect. It's very fast. I have tried other methods too, like writing a Python script to insert data row by row, but it was way too slow. Then I tried another Python method to bulk uploading, but even that wasn't fast enough. My data sheet was over 300 MB, so you can imagine how huge it was. If you want to upload your data from your local PC, then this is the best method. If you don't have psql installed on your PC, first install it. Now you might be wondering, is it worth it to install psql locally? So I'm going to say yes. It's less than 100 MB, and if you are someone who works with database every single day, then it's going to be really useful. I am using Mac, so I'm going to use Homebrew to install it. If you are on Windows, just go to the official Postgres website and download it and install PSQL from there. Assuming you already have Homebrew installed, then run these commands. I will also put them into the description. So first is brew install lib pg brew link dash dash force lib pg. Then to add PSQL to your local path, run these commands. Now test it by running psql dash dash version. That's it, PSQL is ready. Now I want to upload a XLS file to my database. This is the Indian access file. The issue is we cannot upload XLS directly into the database. We need to first convert it to CSV. Now if your file is already a CSV, maybe in a few GB in size, you can upload it easily. But if it's an XLS file, like in this case, converting it can become tricky, especially for huge files. You might even need to split the file first. So to convert it to CSV, I started a Python project with simple functions that does the conversion. Also, I have added an ID column manually with values like 1, 2, 3, etc. Here is why. When you upload the CSV to your database, you want the column to match the table schema exactly. Otherwise, you will need to manually write all the columns name. And in this case, there are lots of columns. So I really don't want to type them all. Also, I don't want to take risk. I wanted my table structure to exactly match the CSV headers. So let's just convert the file and move to the next step. Now that the CSV file is ready, uploading it is super simple. First, create a Supabase account, make a new project and go to the database settings. You need to copy the pooler URL, not the direct connection string. Use the pooler URL. The direct one won't work from your local terminal. Once you have it, just connect using this command psql and write your URL with your password. Once connected, you will need to create a table that matches your CSV. If you don't want to write the full SQL yourself, just copy the CSV headers, paste them into ChatGPT and ask it generate a create table command for you. Here is an example. Create table census data and you can see all the headers are here. And if you want to modify something, you can modify it. Once the table is ready, run this command to import the CSV like slash copy census data from output.csv and with format CSV headers true. And you can see here headers is true. The reason is because we don't want to add the headers. So that's it. Your data is now in your database. To confirm it, just run this SQL query, select count everything from sensex. You can also use Supabase dashboard. Just go to the table editor, click on import CSV and it will automatically detect the column names. Then defines the column type and click to auto create the table and import. But keep in mind, Supabase dashboard has a 100 MB limit. Now let's talk about pgloader. I tried installing pgloader on my Mac using Homebrew, but it threw some errors and I wasn't sure if it was working or not. This tool is originally built for Linux, so I wasn't sure how well it would run on my Mac. I still tried and even created a .load file, but unfortunately it didn't work out for me. If you know how to get this working, please let me know in the comments. And lastly, there is Supabase CLI, but I won't go into it in this video. I'm planning to make a separate video covering Supabase CLI along with other tools like pgdump, psql, csv kit, etc. So stay tuned for that. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please like, subscribe and share. And thanks for watching.